The Botswana Investment and Trade Centre's active role in business development in the country is still evident after many years. Recently, the organization held a press conference and media tour to show some of the local companies whose existence and success have been facilitated and supported by BITC.
BITC's efforts in investment promotion have been vigorous and commendable over the years. Today we go on a guided tour to find out about some of the projects they've aided to success.
BITC's mandate is to drive economic growth through foreign direct investment, domestic investment and investment expansions, employment creation, as well as global awareness creation, amongst other responsibilities.
We're very focused in terms of identifying very specific markets, the companies that we'll be targeting for that specific opportunity. And then the idea is, rather than what we've been doing in the past, which is having receptions in hotels and amplifying and broadcasting a very broad-based message, we will be sitting in boardrooms of these companies and articulating a very, very specific value proposition in terms of how Botswana is positioned vis-a-vis that particular investment opportunity.
With regard to the export development, we develop companies to reach an export-ready state. Thereafter, we take them out to market. What we do is we go around the country and we do what we call export audits, whereby we test what is it that we have as a country to check the local supply. And the other aspect that we do what we call market access to test the demand within the region. And then we match the two. We test the local market, that is the supply, and then we test the external market to check what the demand is within the external market and match the two. So that's one of the functions that we do within the export department.
A question and answer session allowed journalists to further interrogate issues presented. Questions ranged from accessibility of services to the youth, laws governing businesses, as well as support for local manufacturers. After the press conference, the media toured the different facilities, beginning with Gab's Bedding, a factory in Pakalani that manufactures furniture such as beds, lounge suites.
Yeah, currently we employ 145 people in the factory. I think that's an important statistic. End of last year, it was 220. Unfortunately, business has seen a downturn over the last 6 months. So I think it is important to get that support, the local support. And I'd just like to thank BITC for all the effort and all the assistance they've given us over the last couple of years in many aspects.
Bitc Holdings in Tlokweng manufactures stationery and has, with the assistance of BITC, made headway in the Namibian market.
Botswana know or are aware of your products in some way, shape or form. Can you give us a brief history or a brief story into the Bitc Holdings, exactly what it is that you guys do?
Okay, if you ask me, the Bitc Holdings, the manufacturer for stationery, especially the scholastic and commercial stationery. Mainly our products you can see in the schools, like exercise books, notebooks, files, all the stationery products, which is the hardcover book, envelopes, all these things. We started by 2000 here with 15 people, and now we are running around 120 people.
Amazing stuff. And in that time, what could you say is the kind of assistance that BITC has given your company?
You see, BITC from the beginning, I think I am one of the first who came through. That time it was BDA, and then it moved to BITC. Whenever we have some of the things technically and the governmental way, they always help us to support us, to grow. They are the one who took me to Namibia also to study the market. Then we came back and we started in Namibia also. We started exporting to Namibia also.
Alpha Access Botswana is located in G West Industrial, where they manufacture latex male condoms and other latex medical products.
For producers of latex condoms and other latex medical products, it's quite evident that Alpha Access wants us all to be well protected. Well, here we are at our factory in G West Industrial, Gaborone, to get a bit more insight. I know that the most common concern with regards to condom producing in this country is the influx of international brands. Has that affected your businesses in any way?
Absolutely. As a local manufacturing company, one of our biggest issues is that, in fact, just the fact that we're a condom manufacturing company, we import our raw materials, and the company itself, because we produce condoms, the condom is actually, you can't apply VAT to it. But the material that we import, you apply VAT to it. So it has a negative impact on our bottom balance. So through the assistance of BITC, we've actually managed to approach BURS in order to ask them to make us a zero-rated company. And actually, we are waiting further notification from Ministry of Health, and with that kind of assistance, we are hopeful that we will be able to realize better profits.
Lithoflex in Mgoditsani, Nkwayapiri manufactures ink.
Lithoflex is a local ink manufacturer, being the only company that produces ink in Botswana. But does that mean it does not have any competitors? Well, that's one of the things that we're here to find out at the factory. Can you tell us again how BITC has aided you with regards to your efforts?
One, as you can see, that we are in BITC warehouses. That is what they have helped us a lot with, which we believe that came in very, very handy. We're looking at the fact that to rent a big warehouse like this is very expensive. You go out here, I mean, we're talking of 15,000 a month or so. So here, at least, it's reasonable. So that is how BIT has also helped us in terms of going into quality management system. We believe that ultimately, if you can get a BOB certificate, because that is what we're going through, if you can get a BOB certificate, we should be able to penetrate the outside market. And that is how BITC is helping us. Time and again, well, they do call us for trainings, they do bring people to train us, and we really appreciate that.
The concentration or quality of the foreign direct investment and domestic investment secured has been capital intensive. The organization has therefore launched a game changer with a focused, selective, and targeted approach to invigorating the economic market.
Prime time live.